Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion. I'm joined by Kaden,
Yo,
Oronde,
what's up?
Matt,
What up?
and Omega.
What's good?
Welcome back to the Post Game. Um, um, Today we are talking about some NFL playoffs, giving some predictions on the Eagles and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the last game that we're predicting. We've been through all the other ones, so go check those out on the channel. But yeah, the Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What has been voted by the post game as the least interesting game of the week. Right at number one. Give me your picks for this game.
Me the Bucks.
You taking the Bucks?
Yeah,
This
I got
is
the Bucks
tough.
too. I got
Give
the
me
Bucks
Baker and
too.
the
This is
Bucks.
give me. Ooh,
Are you
I'll say
serious?
Philly. I'll say
Give me
Philly.
Philly.
I mean, it's pretty close.
The Buccaneers suck, man. I ain't gonna lie.
So
I
do
got
the
it.
Eagles.
So
That's
do the
very true.
Eagles.
They're not that bad.
Give me Philly though.
I got feeling.
So why is this game? What are we expecting out of this game?
A blowout.
A
A
blowout.
blowout.
Here's the problem. This is why I am so worried about Philly. Nick Sirianni has been such an idiot this whole season. I think he's not. I don't think he's a good coach. The fact that he thought that they still had a chance to get that number 2 seed and got your starting QB hurt and your starting receiver hurt because of it.
Man, they did. If Dallas lost, they had to win the game.
But they're playing Washington. Like, do they really think that was going to
It's
happen?
Dallas. It's Dallas.
Still, I just, I mean, you got your 2 best players hurt already. Now this team is obviously loaded with talent already, but it scares me that they're going to be that banged up going against also who I think is a banged up team in the Bucks. But the only way Philly wins is just because their roster is better. I mean, period. Um, and I don't know. I just who knows how this is going to go down.
Um, Nick Bosa and the 49ers said, bruh, they figured out the way to stop the Eagles and watch the tape. And I feel like that's why they went 1-5 recently in their last 6 games, because every team has been watching the tape on how to stop them. And I don't think Nick Sirianni is a bad coach. I think he's a good coach. I just think Gannon and God, why can't I think of my guy out in Indianapolis? Steichen.
Oh, Steichen.
I think they just elevated him higher. And they've been like, dude, they just had to demote their defensive coordinator and bring up Matt Patricia. So like that just says a lot about what's going on in the building over there. And the weird thing about this game is that both of these teams have been really flat these last couple of weeks. Even the Bucks, they didn't even score a touchdown against the Panthers. But I like the Bucks in this matchup though. I think they have the defense to go up against the Eagles offense. And I think Baker has shown this season that, he might not be the superstar. He might not been the number 1 pick, but he is what, his kind of like, I feel like his ceiling always was. Like, he's accurate at least. He's a game manager. He's accurate. He's a game manager. And, he has some big play receivers. And I'll just say this, earlier in the year before the season started, a lot of people on this podcast called me foolish for saying that the Bucks had a 9-game ceiling and that they could hit it. That's just all I'm saying. So give me the
I
Bucks.
was with you on that.
So I would like to publicly apologize about my preseason acquisitions about Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker has been one of the better quarterbacks in the league, if dare I say it, and he has shown that he deserves that job over a lot of different people. So kudos to Baker, but listen, when I look at this game, I see two teams who, like you said, Kate, they aren't in the best form. They aren't the best teams even in their division. And so I think when you look at the only reason I think the Eagles are going to win because they have the experience from last season. I think they will snap out of this late season woe and they'll come back and play some football. I think the Bucks, they're in a bad division. Somebody had to make it to the playoffs, and it was them who got sacrificed for the Lamb.
I got the Bucks because I don't like Philly. Philly is hogwash.
You have two
They
picks
are-
that are picked because you don't like the other team, and they're both the NFC East teams.
Listen, the Eagles have come out to be bad. I've said in previous weeks that their offense is easy, and I mean, there's not much more to say. That their offense is easy, their defense is subpar. They got absolutely demolished by a couple teams down the stretch. Also, they've been playing, like I just said, playing bad down the stretch. And not to mention, I don't really know. There's not much more to say to it. I mean, as previously mentioned, the Bucks haven't been the most explosive team as of late. I mean, but hey, game wins are game wins. Baker's a game manager, and manage he shall, and he shall manage well. I recently saw a interesting tweet that just said Jalen Hurts is just a mediocre quarterback with a good PR manager, and I think that's kind of funny and kind of accurate because yeah, he might have a decent ceiling, but he doesn't do all that much but give fire quotes at his press conferences. So I don't expect much from the Eagles, and I expect them to lose. And
off of it, don't worry.
when we get to the score predictions, I'm going to give out a random number. The game could be the score could be close, but I don't think Philly will do all that much to even get it there. They might just score in garbage time for all I care.
Score prediction.
35-17.
Which one?
Eagles.
Ooh, huh.
Give me.
Oh, something to note: the over under for the Eagles game is 44. Eagles only favored 3 points. 3-point favorites.
Give me the Bucks 28-24.
Give me the Bucks 28-20.
Mm-hmm.
I think this game is going to be boring as hell. It's going to be stalling. Nothing's going to happen. I think it's going to be 17-10 Philly.
Give me 28-17 Philly. So, Philly fans, let us know how you feel. Let us know about your opinion of your team. Are you guys done for the season and down for the count? Let us know. Tampa Bay fans, let us know what you feel as well. Do you feel like you deserve to be in that spot, and can you do it and win that game? I've been your host, Davion. That's been Matt, Oronde, Omega, and Kaden, and this has been the post game. Peace.